Guys, the trailer for Matrix 4 is out, so we have got to check it out. Hopefully it's 16 times the detail, right? Matrix 4, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Thomas?
The hell was that?
Think the day was going to come when they made 4.
What happened?
Neil Patrick Harris. I love him. What the? Oh my God, there's too much to go through.
Am I crazy?
He's having
I love-
flashbacks. Okay.
I love him. We're getting copyright claimed
Yeah.
immediately. Son of a bitch. I might have to turn the audio off on that. Blue hair chick.
He's fall-
Liquid metal. It's a guy from Candyman. Whoa. Okay, so that was like our Morpheus.
So this time he doesn't lose
He's
the first
younger.
fight.
Guess that there's the machine cities, machine
Would
stuff.
they like take
The copyright
Yeah.
claim is just fucking gonna
The
be
movement wasn't as
insane.
fluid as the other one, though.
Yeah, you're right. The
It's-
kung fu,
Yeah.
lot of CGI explosions, but it is the Matrix after all.
Yeah.
What? Okay. What
This
the
is
hell?
gonna be a thinker.
What the hell is going on?
A lot.
Resurrection.
A lot is going on. No.
Well,
That
that sigh
no?
from Alex doesn't sound too good.
Look, I love the first Matrix.
Yes.
It is an absolute classic. It is a
Wowzers.
pillar of sci-fi, and then the series just kind of went down this road where the next one wasn't as good. It was still pretty good, and and then the third one kind of fell off for me.
Yeah.
And this doesn't immediately make me feel like they're going back to the more like the first one. It makes me feel like they're going, down the road and. I don't know. It could be great. I love Keanu, so of course I'm going to see it. I'm going to support sci-fi, but I'm not excited for this one.
Excited wouldn't be the wrong word. I would say I am interested in this
Yeah,
one.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm
Not
intrigued.
excited, but intrigued.
Like you said before, like this wasn't necessary, but I'll go along for the ride.
Yeah, we'll go along for the ride. Here's the thing: is that let's see if I can remember the end of Matrix. What is it? Revelations. There was a peace between the machine city, or the machines, and the humans.
And Neo.
And Neo, how did the whole thing conclude, Joe? Do you remember?
Man, I
Agent
know.
Smith was out of control.
Okay, I remember.
and
Yeah, so that's right. Agent Smith was out of control. The machines and humans sort of cooperated to stop Agent
Yeah.
Smith because he was going crazy. He was one of the better parts of the Matrix trilogies. And then also at the same time, they've said, oh, this has happened 6 times in a row. And so maybe this film has something to do with that it's happening again a 7th time. Now, how did they, the 6 times, each with the one, but the reason that made Keanu Reeves so special as the one and sort of winning the whole thing is
It's
that
Keanu.
no, it was Trinity. Trinity was like the key to, instead of having the one love all of humanity, he loved Trinity and, focused on her. And I think that's, somehow, changed the formula up well enough to where you could have that permutation of the Matrix trilogy. So to see Trinity here, it's very interesting. Is she alive? Is she? We're obviously in a Matrix.
Imagination.
It could be his imagination, and she's not actually a thing anymore. So it's gonna be cool. Because when did we last? Do you remember what happened to Neo at the end? It was like he was being taken to the Machine City
He
or
was
something.
like dead, right? I thought that's why it's called Resurrection, right? Isn't he supposed to be like dead or something?
Well, his body was dead or something. Like I don't know. He was taken to the Machine City, and then
You watch all 3 again?
No,
I'd have to fucking watch
Not
it again.
interested.
Fuck.
Gotta
Sorry,
watch
guys.
all 3.
It's been a long time,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
third one I started going. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Except
That's
for the
thing I
fights.
forgot.
Like honestly, I thought the fights were like when I was like, whoa, I was like, this is what a DB's. Now you go back and you watch it now. The CGI doesn't hold up. But
still
back
love the
then,
game,
in the
though. The
dark,
game
I was
was
like,
good.
this is what Dragon Ball Z would be like. And there were rumors that Keanu might play, Goku. That never happened. But
he was supposed to play
you
Spike
remember that
too.
shit? I remember that shit. But yeah, no. So I think that maybe he's in the Matrix, the Machines version, and humanity is somehow. Because they did make an agreement saying that anybody that wanted to get out of the Matrix as a human would be able to get out of the Matrix. So are they trying to start a new trilogy, or is this just simply, continuing from 3 and ending there? Or is it truly a rebirth? Are they going to try to hand it off to a new generation? That I would not be into.
No, I
You don't
hate
think
it.
Samara Weaving's going to show up as the agent, and this is going to be pass it on to
Nope.
our daughters
Nope.
type thing?
No,
I
please
hate that.
don't.
I
Please
hate
don't.
that shit.
Please don't. Sort of like nobody gives a shit about the new characters in Expendables, right? We want the old characters.
Yeah, I like the new characters in Expendables when they get their asses beat immediately, and you have to call them the old guys. Like that's the part of
Yeah.
those things.
That's what it is. So Neil Patrick Harris, I think, is an interesting addition to the lore.
Yeah, I love Neil Patrick Harris.
I
He's
love
great.
him always. So to see him, is he a villain? Is he a part of the architect's plan? Is he a construct?
Means of control to make sure that Neo stays passive, probably.
Exactly, right? Because he's his therapist. So anytime he's having these thoughts. And that, what would be so funny is if Neo keeps pushing back and Neil Patrick Harris is like, all right, this is fucking bullshit. And then they throw down
Beats his
into
ass.
a big kung fu fight between Neil Patrick Harris.
I don't
All right,
think
I would be
so.
excited about that.
Guys,
Yeah.
I would give it a 10 out of 10 right there. If Neil Patrick Harris turns into a motherfucking kung fu scene. Am I right?
Yeah, but that's
And
not gonna happen.
then Neo's like, I still know kung fu.
Yeah.
And it's been like,
Whoa.
guys, you want to feel old? It's been like, what is it, 22 years, something like that, 18 years, 22 years. So yeah, and I remember the Matrix 1 being so amazing.
And here's where we go to the digital age, and
Right.
machines are taking over, man.
There you go.
Everyone's so focused.
Keeping everybody complacent, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're probably gonna have something to say about he's old school, right? So he
letters.
remembers-
Who
It's
writes
just-
letters anymore?
Yeah, it's just
Writing a
a
letter.
Brave New World version of the Matrix, and I don't
Oh,
necessarily.
man, are they gonna go hardcore woke on it? What are they gonna do? I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
they're fixing to do here.
Dallas again. What?
But-
See, what is this? Is
I
that
don't
what he
know.
really looks
yes,
like?
that's what he really
That's
looks
what he
like.
really
This
looks
is-
like
yes.
after like 20-something years. So
Right.
that has to be him, right?
I mean, he is Dorian Gray.
Yeah, he's like trying to. Yeah, exactly. And then
This is Mobius, not Morpheus.
Morpheus.
This is his brother.
Mobius, yeah.
Oh, my
It's his
bad.
brother.
Okay, so time to fly. His younger brother, you just didn't know about. Only one of the Wachowskis are coming back,
Yeah.
Lana, to do this one. The other Wachowski said, "Nah,
Yeah,
it's
it's too much. He probably said it's too much.
Look, this is
But-
is this Matrix in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, or is
Oh,
this?
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
No.
and then you got the rabbit tattoo. So
One
this
rabbit
this
again.
is kind of
Again,
very
yeah.
mimicking the first and best Matrix 1. And just so y'all know, the movie that I saw the most in theaters way back in the day was Matrix 1. I saw it like 7 times, I think, in theaters. Not only
So
did I
good with the
watch it
sound
like
system.
2 or 3 times, like just on my own, but then other people I knew, I was like, "Have you seen the Matrix?" And oh,
You
have you
need
seen
to.
it? Oh, let's go. And I'll go with that person. Then I went with this person. Then I went with my dad. And I went with my mom. And then I went with my friend. So. Uh, and I made sure to support the fuck out of that film because it was
It was
fucking amazing. That the gun battles and shit. Now I don't think. Do I think this film will like wow me like I was wowed in the first Matrix? Absolutely not.
Because you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, well, not only are you not a kid anymore, but it's like the I mean, back then the technology was like this is cutting edge
It's like,
shit,
whoa,
right?
how did
But-
he get his mouth shut?
Right. At this point, CGI is so prolific, and we've seen it all in terms of kung fu that any move this blue-haired chick is gonna pull off is just gonna look, now.
Well, that's what I'm
I
worried
agree
about.
with
Is they're
that.
trying to up the bar, right? So
Right.
what I don't want it to be is a giant Michael Bay CG. I want them to
Yeah.
go back to the CG altered kung fu scenes, the CG altered gunfights. Like that stuff will be fine, but if everything's exploding, I don't care as much.
Yeah. And I have no doubt that Keanu can still fucking,
Yeah.
give us a good action. We've seen him just recently in John Wick.
This
so
better
I've
be a
got
long scene. Like I want to
Yeah.
see them fucking
Fine.
throw down.
a lot. I don't want it to be like the trailer implies, where they just do a little bit of kung fu and then he brings out his Neo power and boom, it's over. No, 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 no,
He's
no,
got to
no,
be
no.
losing a bit. It's
No,
like,
no,
all right,
no,
I'm
no.
back.
Yeah, exactly. So
And then Mobius died. He just dies there. You never see him again.
again.
this Christmas, and I think this is one of those that's going to have the simultaneous release on HBO Max and theaters. So the last one of those, I think, and before they go back to theatrical releases only. How is that going to play in? How is that going to factor? As we could see here, the machines are still doing their thing. They need the humans as batteries to continue to survive. So apparently the truce is still going on, and they're still doing some of that. Now humans are now allowed to get out, and maybe they're establishing another human city here. I don't know. Here we go. Trinity and Neo. That's probably going to be the linchpin of this particular movie.
Do you think we see leather cat suits on both of them again?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
so. I think their time is over, and then they're gonna be doing this kind of stuff where I don't care about you,
Yeah.
and I don't want to care about you, and so your stuff better be at a minimum, and the
See, here's what I was talking about. Like,
Keanu
also,
better be at a
like,
maximum.
back then, like, yeah, it wasn't that great, but I feel like it was more fluid. When
Yeah.
Agent Smith was changing and he's dodging the bullets, you'll see in these scenes right here, it's not as fluid as the other ones.
You're right.
In my opinion.
I mean, it just looks fake.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Me.
I mean, Matrix 2, it looks awful. Like that
Well, the
Ma-
first one.
the Smith fight,
about
it
it.
looks
Yeah,
terrible. You
yeah.
cannot watch that scene
If you
today.
go back and watch
Oh, right
it,
now? Yeah, it is awful.
Super, like it looks like video game characters.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I was even kind of noticing some of that in the theater, but because
I gave
was
it a
dark,
pass 'cause
yeah,
I was
gave it
so-
a pass. Who is that in there? And my main thing is who's going to be the villain? Is
John
it going to
Cena.
be Neil Patrick Harris?
John
or-
Cena?
That ain't John Cena. You can't see
can't-
me.
You can't see him.
Exactly.
I think it's that guy at the very end, right?
Yeah.
And is he going to be imposing? Is the film going to earn its right to exist?
Hugo Weaving had the
Yeah,
best
Hello,
decade,
Mr. Anderson.
when he was Elron and Agent Smith, and he just had this screen
Anderson.
presence
Yes.
that is really hard. And some people can do it, right? Like Giancarlo Esposito is one of those other, he's right now, he's that guy, right? He's the guy that when he's on screen, he's just like that. That is the bad guy that I want,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I need that here.
Yeah, what I'm noticing in the trailer is it's just looking a lot fakey. Matrix did a lot of really practical effects and things
wires.
like that, and you're really, with wire work and stuff, and now we're gonna get this kind of stuff where it just
Wait,
looks.
is that a rocket?
I think the rocket slammed into the thing, but you know what? They still got some of the wire work here, as you can see.
So you like this?
More kung fu.
Bowl cut. Take a seat.
He missed. There's no way.
He is shooting their legs, I guess. They're trying
What's
to
it say in the back?
the German, maybe a German bank. I don't know.
It's explosions.
Who is that? Is that
Trinity.
Trinity being pulled from the thing? I thought she was dead. Or did she? Well, she died and then she came back alive and then did she die again?
Man.
I don't
it's
fucking
been
remember.
It'll be
forever.
explained. Don't worry about it.
It better
It is
be.
explained that the Matrix
so
tricked him
long.
and Trinity is actually still alive. Okay, well here's your. It's just a motorcycle jacket and black jeans. It looks like that's as much as you're gonna get. And then here they have to like accentuate the impacts by doing this stupid camera zoom that you'd see. I don't know.
I mean, last time they strapped the
This-
stunt people to pulley systems and would drop huge sandbags and literally yoink them out of the scene just to make it feel like they were getting hit so hard.
Right.
So hopefully it feels like.
So
the
I
first
want to
one.
know what's going on here. This looks
Battle rage.
dumb.
Yeah, she's screaming. It does area
But
effect
it
damage.
does. Here's the thing, is that she looks like different people. So there's something. And remember, he had a scene where he was different, a different person. So there's something going on where the Matrix is projecting her into a different person, and Neo and her eventually find each other regardless of what.
Their
body they're
souls,
in.
their
They're
bodies look
soulmates,
different, but their
and
soul.
they're
Yeah.
just crying out to be released and go back to their natural state, which is in love and together. Okay, but I'm going really in depth in all this. Here's what you were talking about, Joe, where you said the original just looks
Why is that?
cleaner, or what?
Yeah.
That car is
you'll
made out of
see.
sparks.
Yeah, here's the thing. I was just about to say that. Go ahead. Go
Look,
ahead.
that car is made out of sparks, and there's no bullets.
Yeah,
there's
no fucking
look.
bullet
It's
holes.
it's
I mean,
it's
I
a
guess
little
they'll
early.
add them with the CGI
Later, yeah.
later, but it does look a little excessive.
We're also probably not supposed to be looking at it frame by frame, but
That is
no,
true.
we're gonna be looking. Oh my gosh, that's cool.
It's
Like the
Inception
agents come in
shit.
and they're already ready. Like they know exactly how to control this shit. Is that?
Mobies? No.
Yeah, it's like an African American agent. Oh, I guess we had I don't remember if we had those. If they were all white dudes in that one.
See, like right there too.
Oh,
that was-
That's what I was talking about, too.
Mobius.
Mobius.
He's
Yeah.
posing as an agent again,
With the,
similar to the first movie. As they
Is that the
go
same
through
bank?
this building.
Yeah, there's a lot of the
that
same
bank.
scenes.
there's a
stuff
lot.
like
I
that.
don't know, man.
Only this time, they appear to have made it to the courtroom itself. There's like this kind of looks. Shit, I don't know.
Holy
But it
something
looks
on.
fucking crazy.
power-ups.
I give it that. And he's using. So basically, what I think that this film is going to be all about the machines attempting to keep Trinity and Neo apart, and Neo slowly coming to his original form, helped by the human resistance in Mobius with the red pill. And all of this stuff is trying to keep him back in the Matrix to maintain that truce. And then at the end of the film, he's finally free of the Matrix. They jump off this building as a
Aim for the
symbolic
bushes.
gesture to actually come back to life. And they come up from their thing, and then that's when it ends.
Resurrection.
And that's what it ends. Exactly. Resurrection. And he has a body again. And
Say,
he's
"Welcome
alive
back to the
again in
Matrix."
human form. And maybe they tried to sequel bait to the next one.
I don't
And
think
honestly,
so.
I was never too interested in the outside the Matrix stuff. I was always like, the Matrix is where it's at.
exactly.
That's where you get all
That's
the
what
cool shit.
Yeah,
The stuff outside of the Matrix was
that's
you know,
boring. It's real life. Why
boring.
would you want that?
No, let's go back in the Matrix. Anyway, so that's exactly what they're doing here. We're going back in the Matrix.
That was more than a reaction. That was a little breakdown for you guys.
Hey man, I
Deep dive.
really
Yeah.
like the Matrix, and I'm interested in what they have to
Yeah,
do,
what was it?
whether this was
Revolution
worth it.
2003. Okay, there.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, 2003. So what was that?
A long ass
How
time
long ago was that?
18.
Wow. Anyways, We're old men now. Go
Speak
watch.
for yourself.
Go watch the original Matrix. I think everybody has seen it at this point. The
Get a
original
refresher.
Matrix trilogy.
I'm gonna probably watch the first one.
And this thing is doing really well if you look at it. Number 9 on trending, 5 million views in just 4 hours. I think there's a lot of Matrix hype, and you know, a surprising amount. You know, for
And
this.
I'm on board.
We'll see. All right.
Pretty
Thank you all
chaotic.
so much for watching. We shall see you on the next Angry Joe show. We love Keanu Reeves. We want it to do well, and
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes from here. Bye, guys.